Hey everyone, nice to see everyone. I'm back from the beach. It was a hot day. I got kind of burnt. It is what it is. But I wanted to discuss the topic. It's been in my mind this week, and every week I discuss about something. So this week it's mainly about. I'm gonna try to keep it as organized as possible. It's about beverage companies and food companies and the relationship they have with sports industry. And I'm not talking about the brands. I'm talking about the the teams, the committees, the venues, everything which an athlete uses. It's quite weird that we live in a world where we have food and beverage companies which are not good for your health, the ones that aren't good, because they're the ones that are taking over, they're the ones that are being sponsored in all of these places. Now, the idea came because I was sitting and I was watching basketball game, and literally on the team shirts and the floor and everywhere, there are all these food brands which don't relate to anything that an athlete would recommend someone to have. It's like Red Bull and chips and Doritos and all these cola, Pepsi, all of these stuff that don't make sense in sports. Now, obviously, I'm not judging the athlete. They're way better than me in athletics. They're way ahead of me. But what I am judging is their moral compass. Them and the teams and the committees and the organizations, they shouldn't be doing this because it's not something to represent sports. You can't have kids and youthful teens and everyone who's in the young generation being influenced towards these types of products and them taking it, because again, I never blame an individual on the mistakes they make, because we live such in a disruptive world that you're easily influenced. You get the most powerful people going down. Imagine someone who isn't powerful, someone who doesn't have a thick skin, someone that's easily manipulated, molded. So these brands, they shouldn't be the ones that are leading the way when it comes to all of this. Now, the problem isn't the brand. They're paying the bill. The problem is the teams and the individuals, the athletes, the committees. They shouldn't allow this to happen. I cannot imagine, not all of them do this, but most of them, that they go sign up for Red Bull, let's say. I'm not saying you can't drink Red Bull. You can go ahead and drink it as an athlete, as whoever you want. It's not, that's not something I'm judging. What I'm judging is the relationship of them representing this within the context of sports and it being the image of the athlete in the sports space, not as himself as a person. So they're making it seem as though, Red Bull is there with sports, and I don't know, like it's weird, no? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. But we have it. Also, same thing with the teams. I think we can see Prime taking over. They had a sponsorship deal with Arsenal and Bayern and all of these teams, but it doesn't make sense. It's not good for you. Like you can have it if you want for yourself, but it shouldn't be invested as a sponsor for the brand, for the team and the individuals in it, and it just doesn't add up because what they're advertising is unhealthy stuff. And being in a sports world, that shouldn't be what you should be advocating. That shouldn't be what you should be as a role model. You shouldn't be showing this. So, finally, solutions. What can we do? My opinion is we should stop being short-sighted because of cash and cash mainly, greed. We should be more far-sighted. So people think quick money, quick buck, let me work with this. But you can work easily with another brand that's very, or at least better than Red Bull, like they're healthier, or chips, Doritos, or those stuff. I have nothing with Red Bull. It's just it's the most one that you see in sports. They should pick brands which are, kind of good for you. I'm not even saying they're great for you, kind of good for you. And that's the thing they should be pushing. And the reason is even though these brands, the beverages and the food companies that aren't so big, they're small, but they're good for you, they, with the partnership with the athletic teams, they can make it something bigger. And it could be create even more cash flow for both parties. But the problem is that this is not happening. Everyone's so short-sighted that they just want profits today without thinking about what am I damaging. I do not agree with the argument that it creates financial troubles. At the end of the day, a team is not a charity, it's a company. They should know how to run a company properly. They should know how to deal with their expenses. And they shouldn't be going and, begging for sponsorship money from companies that shouldn't be there. Anyway, that's just my thought. Please comment, share your thoughts. I'm sure people would agree with me on this. Maybe I didn't have enough time to discuss it more, or I didn't give the best way of explaining, but I just wanted to share this thought. I want to see what everyone else wants to say. And thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Till next time.